Good afternoon, I'm Jacinta Lee with 2NURFM Hunter News. Newcastle Council is divided over Tuesday night's decision to pull away from banks investing in fossil fuels, including all 4 AAA-rated major banks. Under the new plan, backed by the city's Labor and Greens councillors, preference will be given to investment funds without a stake in greenhouse gas emissions, habitat destruction, nuclear power or uranium mining. However, Newcastle councillor Brad Luke says the new plan is dangerous.
This is an extremely poor decision. We're actually punishing the people who dare to support the biggest economic driver in the hunter. That is absolute madness on our behalf. It is absolutely ridiculous. If this type of campaign, which is what it is a campaign, was successful, it would have massive long-term effects on the Newcastle economy.
Newcastle Herald jobs are on the line with a meeting underway to find out how many will be cut by Fairfax. The meeting comes 2 years after Fairfax announced the Newcastle Herald would have the editorial production of its features and lift-outs exported to New Zealand. The initial call will be for voluntary redundancies, and photographers are primarily tipped to be among the casualties. If the quota of job cuts is not reached, other staff will be forced to go. The New South Wales opposition is slamming the Baird government for spending thousands of dollars in taxi fares for stranded rail passengers travelling between Sydney and the Hunter. Labor has obtained documents detailing more than $188,000 in fares, including a trip from Hamilton to Hornsby costing $862 and another from Cardiff to Sydney Airport for $724. Parliamentary Secretary for the Hunter, Scott McDonald, says while the figures are not ideal, customer service was provided.
You certainly hope that that isn't a regular occurrence, but I think it's fair to say Transport New South Wales and the train service put the safety and the convenience of customers first, and if there is a problem on the tracks for whatever reasons, we know that our customers will be looked after. Look, I'm comforted to know that people are put first. If there is a little bit of cost, the system can carry that.
Mental health experts are lending a hand to Hunter mine workers and their families stung by the massive market downturn. The Hunter Institute of Mental Health's Partners in Mining initiative is providing mental health support to those working in the mining industry. The Institute's director, Jaylee Skehan, says depression alone is the leading cause of absenteeism in the Australian workplace.
So Partners in Mining is a new program. It's free and provides information and support for anyone who's working in the mining sector or supports someone working in the mining sector. It might be a friend or a family member in the Hunter.
Greyhounds in the Hunter may be at risk of kennel cough after several reports of sick greyhounds. Race officials say the respiratory disease sounds like a dry hacking cough and should not be dismissed. Greyhound trainer Bob Whitelaw says dogs coughing should be isolated to minimise the spread of the virus.
What we've found is probably because of the extreme weather event that we had not long ago has really enhanced the virus around the area. So dogs that are generally down low in their immune system pick it up. And if it's not treated quick enough, it can be fatal.
Sport for our sponsor, Warners Bay Sports Club, Fishing Expo, September 13.
The Newcastle North Stars have named Geordie Woodrick as their most valuable player after a whirlwind season that saw them take out the minor premiership. The North Stars will take on the Canberra Brave in a semi-final showdown on Saturday, and if successful will move on to the decider on Sunday. Woodrick was a standout contender for the club's top prize, scoring a record-breaking 44 goals and 91 points over the season. The Newcastle Rugby League stands divided after the real NRL board met earlier this week and decided on a 16-round draw for next season. Newcastle and Lake Macquarie clubs have thrown their support behind the new draw, which will see them play an extra 2 games, but bosses from the Coalfields clubs see the draw as unfair. It hasn't been determined yet how the extra 2 games will be added to the 8-team competition. And in surfing, local business owner Grant Robinson has come on as a major sponsor of the Matara Pro, hoping to lift the contest to World Surf League level. That's sport, I'm Kyle Miners.
2NURFM News Time is 12:10.